Today we'll see how we can set up a database and at the same time generate APIs for that database using NoCodeBackend. So let's get started. The first thing is to create a new database from scratch. So I'm going to create a database called books, and inside this I'll be having a table called science books, which will have a column book name and it will be of type text. And I want each book to be a unique book, so I'll give it a unique type there. And now our APIs will get generated. So it's actually generating our API in the backend. So till now no code has been involved. We haven't written a single line of code. And as you can see, our APIs has been generated successfully. So we have clicked on generate secret key. So secret key is the way to access our APIs. So we'll click on generate and it will give us a secret key which will enable you to access your APIs. Copy this and you will see an API documentation down there which has been just generated for this specific database. So all this is happening dynamically. So as you can see, the endpoints here, science books, right? We just created this. So everything is happening dynamically. I will try this out. Let's try creating a new record. Enter your secret key. Now in the body you will see it's asking for book name. Let's provide this as a book name as astronomy. And let's click on execute and see if our new book is added or not. So yes, it's added. And we can test this out if our record has been added or not using the get endpoint. Now enter your secret key, click on execute. So as you can see, we are running the get endpoint and we have just fetched our record from the database. So as you can see, we just created a record and we just tried to fetch that record and it all went very smoothly. Now we can go ahead in the database and we can try adding more tables to that. So more table means more endpoints, right? And everything will be happening dynamically. You don't need to do any kind of refresh activity in the backend. So I'm going to create another table, a table called history books. And inside this, I'll give a column called book name, similar to what we gave to science books. So book name will be the property and it will again be a text and it should be unique. So because I want each book name to be a unique name in my database. So as you can see, book name has been added successfully. I'll add another column here, price, and it will be a number. And I'll click on add column here. So as you can see, two columns has been added, price and book name for the table history books. Now let's go to the API documentation again. So you can click on three dots and you can click API documentation and it will take you to the documentation page. So you can see everything got updated dynamically on the fly. We haven't done a single line of code in the backend. You can see all the crude operations, post, get, put, delete has been generated for history books as well, right? So we already have the endpoints for science books and now we have this for history books. Let's test creating a new record for history books. I'll enter my secret key and as you can see in the body we are presented with two data points, book name and the price. So I'll just provide some values there. I click on execute and as usual my record is successfully created in the history books table. So I'll try fetching the records for the history books. I click on execute and as you can see we have received the data very well here. As you can see properly, we have the book name and the price that we just input there. Now let's try updating the values here. I'll try to update the price of the book that I just created. So I do not need this book name data point, I just need to update price. So I'll just remove that and instead of 199 I'll change the price to 50. Click on execute. As you can see, the record has been updated successfully. Let's try fetching the records again using get endpoint and see if our record has been updated in the backend or not. So as you can see, the record, the price has been updated from 199 to 50. So that means it's all working very well. Now you can do this for all the other endpoints as well. So this was all from this demo. I hope this was helpful, and this tool is extremely powerful if you want to generate APIs for your database without writing a single line of code.